Well, thank you for coming today. I'm Jennifer Falzerano from Rennes School of Business in Rennes, France. College of the Canyons is one of our partners, so we guarantee students who finish a business degree here at College of the Canyons can come to Rennes and finish their bachelor's degree one more year. We are 100% taught in English, FAFSA eligible, and the costs are a bit lower than staying in-state. So why come to France? Have you ever thought about going to France before? No?
I just want to study abroad.
Cool, yeah. So one of the reasons you should think about France is our tuition rates are incredibly attractive. The French lifestyle is wonderful. It's very, it's a different pace of life than here in the US and very focused on enjoying life. French is the third most common business language in the world, and as Africa grows in importance, there's a lot of French speakers in Africa. And it's also, in its own right, a world-class economic power. So Brittany is our region of France. We have campuses in Brittany and in Paris, and it's beautiful. We like to call it the European West Coast. So it's a very rugged, very beautiful coast. A little bit warmer water than the Pacific though, so you can swim in the beautiful water. Lots of seafood. And this is a really fun historic pirate city called Saint-Malo. It's about 45 minutes away, so you can swim right by the castle. Rennes is a beautiful city. It is very vibrant. We have loads of students. There are many universities in the city, and it's been completely redone to be eco-friendly. So there are electric bikes everywhere. It's the smallest city in the world with a subway system, so you don't need a car. But you can be in Paris in an hour and 25 minutes by fast train, and to many other major European cities within an hour from the airport. Hi, welcome.
Yeah.
And Rennes School of Business, in addition to being a partner with College of the Canyons, is well ranked internationally and has all of the accreditations you'd expect to see. So AACSB is the accrediting body that most business schools in the US will have. So we have that one, but we also have the European ones, and we're one of 1% of schools worldwide that have the triple accreditation. And we rank very well in our bachelor's degree for student experience in l'étudiant, and our master's in finance this year ranked 23rd in the world. So that was pretty cool. It's a smaller school. It's about 4,500 students in total, so people get to know each other. It's very friendly. There is 55% of those students are international students from all over the world. We certainly have Americans. This year our largest group came from Colombia and Mexico. Lots of students from India, Africa, the Middle East, so all over. 45% of our students are French. And guess what? The French students have to study abroad as part of their program. The international students can choose an additional study abroad, but they don't have to because you're already doing it. And our faculty are 95% non-French. So it's a very global atmosphere on campus that you'll find. Everyone speaks English, but you'll also have the opportunity to learn French or other languages. Some pictures of what the campus looks like. It's a very modern campus. Only about 30 years old. You'll feel at home because there are some palm trees indoors. Just like here in LA, they do better outdoors, but that's kind of nice. But it has a little bit of an American feel on the campus with grass in between all the buildings. So the way that it works for us is we have an agreement in place with College of the Canyons that if you do the associate's degree with a business focus, in one more year at Rennes, you will get your bachelor's degree in business. We won't go through your associate's degree and say we won't take this class, we won't take this class. We take the whole program. We want to see that you got the degree. And then it takes, you'll start in September and you'll finish the next year in the end of August with the program. So it's one full year. The way the program works in the first term, in the first semester, everyone will take some courses together, like international HR management, negotiation skills, business environment, entrepreneurship and innovation. And then you'll have some courses in common together in your second term, like project management, strategy, ethics. But you'll get to specialize in finance and banking, marketing, purchase and supply chain, or global business. And then you will do an 8-week internship after the courses are done. The calendar looks like, and I highly recommend an optional intensive French program starting in August in the summer. And then you'll have the courses September to April. And then your internship will be May to August. There are some things to be aware of that could be a little bit different. We don't really use textbooks. We use current case studies. So some companies will come in and they will tell us about a problem that they're having, and the students will work together with them and their classmates and their faculty to recommend solutions. You will do more current case studies and a lot of group project with simulation and research. A few other things to be aware of. So you don't have to register for classes in France, which is a bit weird for us Americans, right? Like right now you're thinking about what am I going to sign up for next term that doesn't work for my major, will I get into class? That won't happen for you in France. Your whole schedule will be assigned to you, but it varies a little bit week to week, which isn't really kind of like how we're used to it, but it's good to know that that's going to be different. And those courses are determined by your specialization. The internship is also a very important part of it, and it's really a big piece of thinking about how do you get prepared for your first job after college. Yeah. The cost is roughly $10,000 US per year. The tuition is 9,000 euros, which right now is actually a little bit lower than $10,000, so that's nice, but it can vary a little bit. What you're looking at is that $10,000 is the full tuition you'll pay for the bachelor's degree. So instead of 2 years of study, like you can see in the US, where you're looking at up to $25,000 if you want to go out of state, and $50,000 total is just the $10,000 total for Rennes School of Business. And cost of living is also something important to think about. It can be a little bit less expensive in Rennes than what you might typically see here in the LA area. On average, the tuition is about, the rental prices are about 400 euros a month, which is about $400 for a bedroom in a shared apartment. And the French government gives all students, even international students, a subsidy up to 180 euros back. So it can be around 200, 250 euros a month. Food, we have student subsidized cafeterias called Cruz. You can expect to spend about $10 a day to cover all 3 meals. We have monthly public transit passes, some visa costs to consider. On average, you're looking at $700 to $900 a month. So pretty affordable compared to what you might see here in the LA area. There are some ways to help you finance your studies as well. The direct subsidized and unsubsidized loans are available on our campus as our Parent Plus loans through FAFSA. The French government subsidy called CAF, which I spoke about earlier, to help lower the cost of your rent. We offer talent scholarships as well, up to 1,000 euros to help lower that tuition cost for students. So the program advantages is you're going to save time and money. You get the accreditation with AACSB. You'll have an international experience on your resume. And if you want to get your master's degree, you'll get an automatic scholarship to stay with us for the master's in 1 more year, which will bring your cost down to about $16,000 to $24,000 for tuition for your master's degree. Admissions process is fairly easy. Everything is online. So you go to our online process, you submit all the documents, including your transcript from College of the Canyons, and then you will have an online interview, which will be a video. It feels a little awkward because you have to talk into the computer and answer the questions, but everyone feels awkward. Just do your best. And then the admissions committee will review it and give you final admission. It takes about 3 weeks. And for College of the Canyon students, we do waive the application fee. You just let me know, hey, I've done the application, and I will waive it for you as part of our agreement. We are looking at your business background, so we're mostly going to be looking at your business classes and your resume. And to enroll and say, yes, I'm ready to go, you can either upload your FAFSA, if you're going to use FAFSA, or you pay the first installment of your tuition of $1,500, and then we start your visa process with you. So, a little bit of practical information. Students who apply for a visa register with Campus France and do an interview here in LA at the consulate. And I will help you through that paperwork process. The accommodations, we are currently building housing, which will open for fall of 2024. So right when you're ready to come, are you in your first year or your second year?
My first year.
First year, great, yeah, so for you too.
Yeah.
Right when you're ready to come in 2024, you could be our first people living in our beautiful new housing. There will be some residents right next to campus. But right now, we have 2 staff, Jessica and Aurélie, who are wonderful, who can help with housing, and a platform called StudApart, so that we can help students find their housing. Transportation is super easy to get around. We've got the subway system. It's the smallest city in the world with a subway, extensive bus and bike routes, electric bikes everywhere, and you get a discount on those as well as a student. So we'll have a welcome team as well. Just like the international student program here was welcoming the international students as they come in, we have a welcome team that will meet students at the bus or at the train station, help them get settled in, get them to their apartment, and do some events and activities with them. So that really helps folks feel connected and ready to go. We also have something you could consider for this summer. If you're like, that sounds really cool, but I don't know if I'm ready to move overseas for a year. I'd like to see it first. So we have a sustainable business 2-week study abroad program in June. So you can, if you want to share with me your email address, I can send you the application next month. That will open next month. The French Embassy is helping to support the program, so that really helps bring down the cost, which is wonderful. The program will be from June 17th to July 1. We'll be at the airport to meet you and get you, I'll take you out to the city of Rennes, probably by train. And all of your meals, your activities, and your lodging will all be included with the group. And you'll have 27 class hours to focus on learning about sustainable business, how to lead it, how to get consumers to be excited that you're doing sustainable products and buy sustainable products. And then we're also going to visit some local cultural sites together and learn about the history and culture of Brittany. The full cost for that is $2,400 plus your flight, but there are scholarships from the French Embassy of $1,400. So that would bring the total cost down to $1,000. And then, if you love it and you decide you want to come to Rennes the next year, we will give you back up to $750 of that as a scholarship for your tuition the next year. So it can really help bring those costs down. Yeah. So do you have any questions?